What's up, YouTube? Continue our series from where we left it in the Bronze to Iridescent solo queue series. We're only a few hundred SR away from Iridescent. We're so close, but I just feel like this is a very textbook gameplay that I have to share with you just from the session previously. You guys want more, so I'm going to supply it. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Just landing in here, landing in a little bit late. Just don't want to put myself in between a lot of teams off rip, because you do not want to get wiped off rip. You just want to be that player playing the anchor role, scouting for your teammates and just playing back a little bit, as if they kill somebody and you tag them up, you still get pretty much the same SR and you put your team at less of a risk of getting wiped. I do chow the first guy off rip, as I know they've got the first blood and I know where he's coming from, and I'm very confident in my ability to win that gunfight. And if not, my teammates are right behind me and the second player's, you know, pretty far back, so they have time to play up and reposition for the second kill. I believe we do grab a bounty off rip. They did buff scavengers recently in a recent patch. They did used to drag really far across the map, which used to be completely useless. But I would recommend in these situations probably grabbing a scav when you know there's not really many people around you. You can get it done really fast. But if you don't have one of those around you, I would grab a bounty. Bounties are very efficient at getting cash off rip. I would maybe even pick these over scavengers if there is a lot of people around you. You know, it is a resurgence. People are going to keep dying off rip and they're going to keep respawning. And the odds of that not being completed in the 3 minutes that you do have the bounty, it's the odds of that are pretty much impossible. So yeah. And you yourself, you can, you know, pick off the bounty and get the cash. But mainly the reason I grab them is to wait for them to get poached so we can get loadout fast. I believe I do play for him here, as I know, like, there's nobody around me to third party me, and it doesn't seem too complicated to push this. Yeah, they have a little bit, but they seemed a little bit competent and decent at the game, so had a back off her. And my teammate, for some reason, stayed there and rotate with me. We should be able to get hard heads, and they're not obviously that great, so you gotta wait another one on you. Gotta just commit to one thing. And if they don't follow you, they don't follow you, you know. It's one man army. You don't play with your team when this solo queue. He was in a very bad position and my other teammate was in a very good position that I want to end in. Still just waiting for my bounty to get into a situation where they could die. Yeah, bro. Or just waiting for that free loadout that will spawn in 30 seconds. Prison is very bad for cash. If you didn't already know. We do get pushed out by a loadout team. If you are getting pushed out by a loadout team, just never take the risk. The metas right now are just so easy to use. SVA, DG, 0 recall. It just will be so much better than my Ram 7, and they'll just be able to lace me off of anything. So just waiting for my free loadout, we just rotate instantly to grab it. If you're the first ones within probably like 3 seconds, it should be completely safe. But once it passes that 3 second margin on, I think on like loadout spawn, you have to be wary of other people being already there or looking at it. But right there, you can just full send it and grab it and just run off. Our team's fighting. This was kind of risky. But you know, no risk, no reward. Had to take high control. I knew these were fighting and they would be kind of broken down, so I could probably third party this, which I do. I get the first few damage off on the first person, and I know that he's not going to re-chow, and the other guy's chowing far, so I just chow him and get the first blood. And the first blood is everything in team fights. As long as you get the first pick, 3 of you getting wiped out by 2 guys is very unlikely. We're just trying to hunt this team down, as I know they're good. Fortunately, he does get the respawn on his teammate. I believe they cause more problems later, which is why you want to get teams like this out of the game, which are already playing for high or give me money, seem very good or higher ranks. You want to focus them and try and hunt down the last player to get them out. Already with the prison control, we've got a kill there and an assist there, getting more tags, more SR. Just the most effective way of gaining SR while solo queuing. You're not putting yourself at much risk, and there's a lot of reward for doing it. Yeah, we can just hold the top of grab immunities so we don't have to leave the position. The DG just runs out of ammo so quickly. I do find myself, though, making a lot of plays with munitions and focusing that off rep. The DG, as I said, it does run out of ammo pretty quickly, and so does the SVA. So just having 1 or 2 munis to make it till fire sales, usually
and they die to another team, you get the assist.
until then.
Oh, yeah. So we just hold complete control over, like, everything. We can play into it as well.
You got another muni. I need that muni already.
Yeah, I threw it down. Right here.
Just scouting for the people flying and make sure nobody's flanking us.
Second.
Still holding this position. Pushing out this team, as I know they're not really going to be set up with anything. That guy's landing in for his loadout again, and unfortunately does get pissed on.
Last guy's below, he's running away.
It's down to 1 player again, but he's too far away to chase. It would just be a waste of time and probably a loss of position in our behalf. So I just go straight up to top and regain. The DG is just so good at those long range shots. You can just crack anybody pretty much across the map. This is the suppress build, as I do find the suppressor is very, very effective in rank. It makes you less of a focus, and people have to, pinpoint where you are instead of, knowing exactly where you are when you shoot on radar. If you shoot somebody in the back or something, they will see you on radar and be like, oh, he's on top prison, he's middle prison, he's lower prison. But with a suppressor, they obviously won't know that information at all, so you would have that upper hand in getting those 3 extra shots off before they, see you.
Good info.
Wait, what? Oh, right.
You want to get just in the fire cell here just to buy more munis. But find myself buying a lot of airstrikes with the fire cell, as UEs are pretty much useless when it comes to those end zones, and that's what we're setting up for. We're not playing for those UAV kills right now. We are set up on top prison.
Yeah.
What is it? Just stacked up on munis so I can just torch anybody that I want to. Even if they're across the globe or an impossible shot, I can take the shot, as I know I'm going to have enough ammo to last me.
1 HP.
He's back.
That's what I mean. The DG is just so effective for those range shots. That guy's about 200 meters away and he's still getting cracked.
He's rotating right.
And if you combine that with a mount, you can pretty much zap anybody out there. That was without a mount, and so is this. But with a mount, you can extend that range by even further, and you can even get kills probably about 250 plus away. Yeah, just backing my team here.
Knock.
I believe this is the same squad trying to regain off their loadout again.
Bomb 4 in showers.
You try to hunt them down to get them out. And I know there's 10 seconds of resurgence left, so I can just take that risk and know that if I do die, my teammates got the regain because it is clear up there.
I covered it.
There it is. That's the good team out of the lobby. Crimson team just don't want to be dealing with them later in the zones, so want to get them broken down now than later.
Sure. They haven't pushed up. They're pushed up now.
Just holding our position down here. Thermobotic grenades are so effective. It is the only reason these guys weren't able to push up on the headies and kill us. I know if those guys got any closer to any position, my team would have probably got wiped, as they would have got picked.
Watch out, down.
But they do throw a first blood, and I do try and regain munitions to try and utilize the thermobotic grenades. You're putting shots on that guy, making him wary that I am here. I will shoot him. I could kill him. So making sure he doesn't wipe my teammate.
Yeah.
You're just smoking myself off, them off, so my teammates can res and they can't see where they have the nade. I think a lot of people make that problem with smoking themselves off a lot. You should smoke off the enemy in a lot of situations, and to know when to do that is completely situational. In that situation, I had to smoke them off, as it would have covered their line of sight and they wouldn't know where to throw any grenades. And a lot of people don't do this either.
I need that right there on my ping.
When it comes to these skylights,
There's another muni.
a lot of people are just completely oblivious to above them, and you can usually catch a lot of people just running down the corridors. And just there, I pick off 2 with the thermobotic grenades as well. Still with this high position in prison, they scout for some extra taps or kills.
Brilliant. Pre-bait. Watch out. Crack. Ben. He didn't die. He died.
No.
It's dead, he said. Dead.
Got it.
He's just looting everything. when you know you're safe, or even in those chaotic situations, if you can open every crate you can, you never know what you're going to get. You know, I got a bouncing Betty to cover the staircase flank, and I got a buy station film for later game, so we can, you know, abuse mortars and buy gas masks and whatnot.
What about you? Where did they have
I do buy a mortar here, combine cash, just for the later zones. They are so overpowered. PAs are very predictable, as they do show up on where they're coming from, and obviously a big red indicator. Mortars are very spread out, and people like to take the risk of staying in them to avoid, you know, throwing their life by running out in the open or something.
right?
And usually they do get some cracks, they do get some downs, and in those late zones, they are so effective.
It seems not bad. That's something I have one crack, one shot.
There you go.
Just using my height here, getting as much damage off as I can.
Let me cash again, Jay. Where are you?
You just come up to the let it in. Hey there.
You come up so I can buy another mortar.
There's the one.
We do have to rotate, so I do buy another mortar strike. This literally covers pretty much all of the zone, and this is a guaranteed kill or 3.
That kid needs to go for us to do anything.
Oh, we gotta go, man. That guy comes.
Just getting those cracks, applying that pressure.
There's one shot. 1 HP, 1 HP. I'm not going with the mortar.
I get a knock, and I see that I have enough cash for a gas mask, so I play back and continue to play height with the gassy play that I made.
Go left. You good. I'm
just watching over my teammate, making sure he can rotate in. And I do get my sniped here. I do get myself sniped here, sorry.
I don't know where I just shot from.
He's smoking everybody off here, making sure I can cross to the better position. Getting that high control, getting that position in is the most important thing.
No one.
Using the gas line, you know, shooting through the smoke, sorry.
Oh, one more. Last one. This helped.
3 kills. Teammate clutches up, kills the last guy. And that is a really good game there. I think about 120. Just a very textbook game with the amount of munitions that I brought and the position that we held and when we held it. Yeah, about it. 124 SR gained. So close. We're at 9,700 here, and
300 away.
I believe we did lose a couple of games yesterday, so we do need about 500, but we will have that video out soon, so